Hi everybody, I'm super excited because I have my friend Joey Maalouf from the Glam app here today. You might also know Joey from the Rachel So project, and he did my makeup today. I just love the way how you did my makeup. So Joey, how did you create this amazing makeup on me today?
I went for like a red carpet, dewy glam. I wanted to really accentuate Monica's deep set eyes and with a bronzy smoky eye and a coral lip.
If you would like to see how Joey did this makeup on me, just keep on watching. I will also leave all the information about Joey's app and also his Instagram handle in my description box. Thanks for watching and we see you next time. Thanks, bye.
The first step I'm going to use is Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream. I really like the consistency of it.
I have that product in my makeup kit too.
It is a little on the greasier side, but I tend to like that because I feel like, you know, if there's any dry skin, especially in this time of year.
Oh, it is so dry right now, right? Because the heater and just feel like my skin is so dry too.
Yeah, and I like to kind of put it on the neck as well. I like to go over it with a beauty blender, and I pre-wet this and then just kind of towel dried it so that it's just damp.
I think that's such a good tip because a lot of people I find they don't wet their beauty blender.
Really?
Yeah, and I always tell everyone like please wet it because it's such a different experience using it, right?
I feel like that's the
dry,
most important part about it.
But believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there who don't know that you actually have to wet the beauty blender.
Next, I'm going to mix 2 shades of Light Wonder foundation, also by Charlotte Tilbury. I really like the consistency and the texture, and I really like the colors as well, but I like to always mix.
Yeah.
So I like to match foundation to the chest because I think that's the most important part. I know a lot of people do this or put it on their hand, but I really feel like when you match it to the chest, and then I like to apply a little bit like the residue of whatever's left on the beauty blender on the neck, because I really feel like that kind of makes you look a little bit younger too, because it just makes all of you one fluid color. I'm just dotting the foundation all over Monica's face, and I know it kind of looks silly at first, but what I like about doing that is I don't overdo the foundation.
What brush are you using?
This is a MAC 252 brush, and it's just like a really good foundation concealer brush. Next, I'm going to use Bobbi Brown Concealer Palette. I really love this. It's great for makeup artists because it has so many shades in it.
I have that one too.
I'm going to use Warm Natural on Monika.
So all the colors in the palette you can purchase them. So it's just easier for us makeup artists to use the palette, but you can buy each color from Bobbi Brown.
I'm going just a half shade lighter, and I'm only putting it on the areas where I think Monika needs a little color because I don't want to overdo it because I just tend to feel like it gets caught in places you don't need it to be. You just need a subtle amount. Just to look rested. And I'm going to use this MAC brush in, it's number 287. I like it because it's almost like a buffer. And I just like to kind of buff out, you know, what the beauty blender can't. And then I'm going to go back and I'll like touch this up, but I'm just going to kind of let it like settle because I like to see, you know, how the skin kind of emulsifies with the product.
I feel like my skin already, I don't see it, but it feels very glowy.
So I'm going to start Monika's eyes, and I'm going to do a really like bronze, like glowy eye because she has deep set eyes. So I'm going to show her how to do a smoky eye that's like really pow and gorgeous.
I love that because that is something a lot of my subscribers always ask for, is how to do a smoky eye with deep set eyes, and I happen to have pretty deep set eyes, so I'm excited to see what you're doing.
I'm going to mix these 2 colors, Amber Haze and Bronzed Garnet, because I really like the shine and the depth of the bronze, but I'm going to throw the amethyst color over it because I like to put a little bit of a rosy tint on people that
I
have
love that.
gorgeous. What color would you say your eyes are?
I would say maybe hazel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I want to bring out more of the green in them for this look. So I feel like the bronzed garnet.
Oh, it's such a good color.
Yeah. And then I'm doing the amber haze towards the lash line and then the bronzed garnet towards the crease. And with deep set eyes, the key to a really impactful smoky eye is to cover the entire eyelid. I think most people are scared and then just kind of smoke out their eyeliner, but that's not going to be effective enough for a deep set eyelid. So you want to basically cover the entire eyelid with color. Next, I'm going to use a MAC Fluff eyeshadow brush, and I've kind of like been using this forever, and I really like how worn in it is.
Best brush.
I know, they're the best. And then I'm going to buff out these colors and kind of buff them into each other.
Marry them together.
Marry them, exactly. They were engaged and now they're married. And they're having a seamless relationship. With these Color Chameleon, with this product, you want to make sure that you buff it out as quickly as possible, because if the longer you let it sit, they dry and then they don't move. But what I love about them is that this is just the base for the eyeshadow, but you could just be, out, like leave the house and be done with your look just like that with some mascara, and it's gorgeous. But what I love about it is, if you build on top of it, it really makes the eyeshadow like
Pop.
Pow, boom, pop. Next, I'm going to use Tom Ford palette and Cocoa Mirage. I really love like the dark colors in it.
Such a good palette because it's matte.
I'm just going to kind of create some depth and texture on these beautiful deep set eyes that Monika has. And then, so basically what I'm doing is I'm doing 3/4 of the way on the lash line, and then I'm going into the crease, kind of almost making the eyes even more deep set. Because then where the pop of color that we'll put in the center will really make the eyelids pop. I always like to go in with a huge eyeshadow fluff brush. This is Makeup Forever 242. And then I'll just like buff out any edges. Next, I'm going to take this Vincent Longo eyeshadow in Ironic. And I really love the texture of it. It has a touch of shimmer, but it's satiny. And I'm going to take that same brush that I was blending out the eyeshadow with in the crease, and then I'm gonna just dust it on the center of the lid. And what I like about this is that it just kind of has like this touch of gold on it, and it really brings out the center of the eye without lightening the smoky chocolatey eye at all. And it's just a simple, just like a zhuzh, just like that. Next, I'm gonna take a Tom Ford eyeshadow palette in Golden Mink, and I love the shimmery glitters in it. And then I'm just going to basically mix the two top colors together, the gold and the rosy gold, and then just kind of just tap it on the center of the eye. Next, I'm going to use a Kevyn Aucoin cream eyeliner pencil in Defining Brown, and I love this color. It is like the perfect brown.
I have that.
It is like such a good brown.
And the texture of this pencil is beautiful.
I'm going to almost kind of do an imperfect line. I'm basically on the lash line, and I'm just kind of zhuzhing the pencil up, because I feel like you really can't like make a mess, because we want this to be kind of smoky and sexy and sultry. So I'm also kind of winging it towards that crease that I created with the Tom Ford eyeshadow as well. And look up, and then I'm going to line the bottom lash line. And I like to start 3/4 of the way and then see whatever makes the eye more opened is what I tend to kind of stick to. But Monika's eyes look really good outlined. I mean, the color of your eyes looks so stunning right now.
Thank you.
Then I'm going to take a Tom Ford pointed shadow brush, and I'm just going to kind of smoke this out and then bring it in towards the eye. So you want the heavier line to be 3/4 of the way in from the outside corner to the inside of the eye, And then you want to kind of just like use residue of whatever's left on the brush from smoking it out towards the inner corner. Now I'm going to do the same on the other side. Close. Next, I'm going to use MAC Super Slick Liquid Eyeliner, which I'm obsessed with because it's shiny. It's like, it has a patent leather finish. And I'm only going to do a really tight line on Monika's lash line. And what I love about this is that it's not going to take anything away from the smoky eye. But once I put mascara and lashes on, it really is effective and it really gives a nice shape to the eye and allows you to kind of enjoy the chocolatey colors on her eyelid without being overbearing.
As we already mentioned in the intro, Joey has an amazing app. It's called the Glam app. And I'm just so proud of you. Really cool that you created that. So for everyone out there, how many states, Joey, can you have your hair, makeup, and your nails done?
So it's a beauty on demand service. So think Uber for hair, makeup, and nails. And we're in 21 cities, including the UK.
So you just launched in London, you said.
Yeah, right? And we have over 1,800 stylists throughout the 21 cities. And we're in cities like LA, New York, Chicago, Detroit, I said Chicago, Houston, Dallas, Miami, Vegas, Salt Lake City. So
you can have this on your phone. It's an app, and then if you want your makeup done or your hair done or your nails, and then there's pictures on it with different, maybe you describe it a little bit better.
It's like a menu bar of like hair, makeup, and nail services that you can get. But look down in this way. Our stylists act as freelancers. So we're basically a virtual agency for them. And, they come and they can style you however you want.
So if right now I go on the app and I would like to have my makeup done in the next hour, could somebody be here?
Someone will be here within 30 to 60 minutes from you pushing that button.
Amazing. And there's different levels of artists, which I thought was really great.
So to fill in Monika's eyebrows, I'm going to use Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills in taupe.
Best color. That's what I use on myself.
It's such a good color. And what I'm going to do is basically I love this because it's stiff enough where you can draw on little hairs. And you don't have to like overdo anything.
Yeah. Oh, there's my dog, if anybody hears
She's licking the makeup off my hands. Thank you.
Gracie.
So then I love the spoolie on the other end because you can buff out any hard edges that you drew on. And just brush your eyebrows up. And that's all I really need to do. Just like a little zhuzh. Literally anyone's skin color. I sometimes get so surprised by...
It almost has like a pink little undertone to it.
Yeah, it does. I don't want to spill it, but I want to show you guys. And then I'm going to use a MAC brush in 133. And I love the shape of this brush because it's not too big and overbearing. And I'm just going to dust off any excess powder.
It's so fluffy enough, right? So you don't get too much.
Yeah, and then you can kind of like swirl it on. And it's not like too much product.
I just curled my lashes off camera. And now we're going to put mascara on.
I'm going to use YSL Volume Mascara. I love this because it's really black. And it has a really good consistency, and it's just really easy to work with. Look down. Keep your eye open and look down. I'm going to just make this.
I don't have the best lashes, unfortunately.
That's okay. We can add some. I know some people say don't touch the eyeshadow while you're putting on mascara, but I have to because if I don't get it to the root.
That's a really good way to get to the root, right?
Yeah, I'd get so sad. Just staring at that one part of the lash that has no mascara on it. Next, I'm going to use Clinique Bottom Mascara, and that's literally what it's made for. It's just a little tiny brush, and it comes in brown and black. I'm going to use black on Monika today. It's the best thing ever. It doesn't fall into your concealer. It tubes off when you wash it. It washes off with like soap and water, makeup wipe, any face wash. It is so easy to come off, but it will not come off into your concealer because sometimes, especially with a look like this, because it's so dramatic, you have concealer on, it'll make your concealer turn gray by the end of the night if you use a different mascara. I really feel like I have not found a mascara that stays on like this one. It is my favorite. Next, I'm going to use a Vincent Longo bronzer, and it's kind of like a pearlized ombre bronzer, and I am obsessed with the texture of this product. It is so beautiful, and I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's powder and sculpt brush. And I'm basically contouring your cheek with it, but I'm kind of going from the temple to where your cheekbone line is, but I'm kind of doing it like in a 80s kind of shape. And then I'm just going to dust a little bit on the forehead, on the chin, and on the bridge of the nose. And if you really wanted, you know, especially for evening, I really like to kind of draw the jawline out. Using a Sonia Kashuk fluff brush. It's kind of like a short fluff brush. And then Vincent Longo shimmer. It's like almost like a pearlized ombre shimmer in patina. And I'm obsessed with this product as well because I think it really looks great over the texture of the bronzer. And I'm almost just gonna draw like a teardrop line right there. And then I'm just gonna kind of, you know, blend it out with my fingers.
It doesn't have too much shimmer in it, which I like.
No, it's more satiny.
Yeah. Especially on, you know, mature skin like myself. I feel like if you use too much shimmer, sometimes it almost like works against you, you know? So I feel like this could work really well.
I like to kind of just do the top of the lip too.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of just like looks like you're walking around in candlelight.
Yeah.
And then when in doubt, beauty blender it out. I just kind of like to dab it over anywhere where I put the shimmer because it kind of just like emulsifies it. It makes it a little more subtle, and then it kind of creates a natural dewiness. I'm using Honest Beauty. They have the most amazing blush colors.
I love the cream blushes, Jessica.
This is truly teasing and Honest Beauty. It's my favorite color. And then I'm gonna do MAC brush 188, and it's like a foundation brush, and this is a cream blush, so I'm almost gonna kind of just like punch it into the blush, so then you get the product on the like tiny edges of the hairs. But I'm also gonna just blend it a little bit of it out on my hand so that it's not overdoing the product, and then I'm just gonna kind of dab it on Monika's cheeks, kind of in the area where I didn't put the shimmer and the bronzer, and just kind of almost dab it on the apples of the cheeks and like push it up towards the concealer. And then you really see how that brings out the highlight. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And you just want to dab it in. You don't want to overdo the blush, especially if you have a natural redness to your skin. This kind of beiges that out. And, you know, later on, if that redness comes through, it kind of camouflages it and makes it just look like your blush is so fabulous that it stays on all night. I like to add a little bit of detail onto the eye. I'm going to use this Kryolan palette. It's kind of a makeup artisty palette, but it is so fun. You can use them as cream eyeshadows. I'm going to use the lightest color, and then I'm going to mix it with the bronze. So I'm mixing silver and bronze together.
It's interesting.
Yeah. And I feel like it just gives me that perfect shimmer.
So nice.
For the inside corners of the eye. And I'm going to have you look up. And then I'm just almost going to just do the teardrop area. And this really makes the eye makeup so much more glamorous. I'm going to add some Ardell lashes in the Demi Wispies in black. And I'm going to also use some dark duo glue.
And we're going to do this off camera really quickly and then come right back.
I'm going to finish this gorgeous look off with a color called Sexy Sienna by Charlotte Tilbury, and this texture is unreal. If you do not know what a matte lipstick is supposed to look like,
it's amazing.
You have to run and try one of these on. And then I'm just going to use the lipstick and
you like working out of the bullet too?
I do like to work out of the bullet.
Me too.
And then I like to have you mix it, and then I like to layer it, and I love the shape that she created because I can use the other side.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that shape.
I mean,
so smart.
So
right?
smart. Are you kidding me? It's like genius because look how perfect I can apply your lipstick. I just feel like sometimes lip liner can be so overbearing.
You're just softening the edges.
And then I'm just softening the edges.
I love that. That's such a great trick.
Yeah, and then it just kind of, it almost like buffs it, and then the color and the texture is all in the center of the lip.
Beautiful.
And there we go.
There we go. That's the look. That's the Joey look.